8 years for the state's second largest court circuit.
Only on 6, Jack Tuter sits down with NBC6 investigative reporter Tony Pipitone to discuss some of the highs and lows.
It can be a daunting task, managing what can be, shall we say, healthy egos among 90 people who don black robes and pass judgment on others. So when Jack Tuter's colleagues first elected him chief judge in 2017, he had his work cut out for him.
When you came here, the Broward bench had a reputation, perhaps deserved, that it was kind of a mess.
Yeah. The year before, 3 judges resigned amid allegations they drove or came to work under the influence of drugs or alcohol, and another was removed for misconduct committed years earlier in private practice.
The dockets were piling up, a huge backlog.
But things have changed. 3 years ago, 33,000 civil cases were pending.
That's generally what it's been over the years if you look back historically. Right now, the civil division has 18,000 cases.
Driving the decline, the pandemic, and Zoom.
We had fewer cases coming out of COVID than we did when we started COVID, and yet we couldn't really be in a courthouse. So it was kind of miraculous in a way as I look back at how hard people had to work on those Zoom cameras.
On the criminal side, no case drew more attention or criticism than the death penalty trial that spared the life of the killer of 17 innocents at Marjory Stoneman Douglas High School, held in the courtroom dedicated to him.
Could that have been handled differently? Should there have been a different outcome?
This is in the hand of the fact finders. That's why we have juries. And the public can scream and yell that they didn't agree with the jury's verdict here and there. But from a court standpoint, we did our job. Everybody came out of the courtroom safe. The families all got to watch the trial.
One conducted by Judge Elizabeth Shearer, her first death penalty case.
Should she have been the judge? You had the power to change that random selection.
These are random selections, and either way you go, you get criticized. If you give it to somebody who's, for instance, had experience, but then you look at their record and see, well, they had 4 death penalty cases and 3 of them were reversed.
So he stuck with Shearer.
The question was whether she gave both sides a fair trial. That was what was really important about the case, and she did.
With all that behind him, effective May 1st, Tuter is looking ahead.
I'm looking forward to the next adventure, being a private lawyer and regaining free speech and all those things you get when you're no longer a member of the judiciary.
In Fort Lauderdale, Tony Pipitone, NBC6 News.